Hey everyone, it's baze.djunkiii transmitting from Hamburg, Germany, back with a new video, and well, back with an unboxing video, but with a little special one, because this is not an album I'm gonna review, but something different. But let's get into this quick and dirty. So a few days ago, I received this envelope, once again coming from Andreas Davids, aka XOTOX, which has his new, had his new album Ich bin da, ich funktioniere, released yesterday on 28th of July via Infected Recordings. And yeah, this album is in there. And a while ago he asked me, when it was clear that the album is coming, if I would like to contribute a remix or a rework for one of his tracks. And yeah, I did. And I asked for total creative freedom, because when I produce solo, most things go very experimental. Like if you've listened to my album in MACROSPACE, you know what I'm talking about. It's all into like death ambient, dark ambient, droney, non-linear movements of dark beatless sounds and stuff, and I was granted this freedom. So yeah, what happened is that this remix ended up, or rework, I'd rather like refer to it as a rework, because there is not many things left from the original track apart from a few sounds. But yeah, it ended up on the album, and actually my artist copy arrived today. This is coming with a few like flyers, which yeah, show the artwork and stuff. And this is the first time actually a remix of mine, like a solo remix of mine, has been officially featured. Here's another flyer for a digital single. Has been officially featured on a CD release actually. So I had tapes, I had this self-released CD thing by the Crystal Apes, where I like was involved in, and later like published the two remixes I've done on my label Technovision Recordings, like self-released. And yeah, but this is the first time ever that my name is popping up on a CD, which you can buy basically everywhere. So there is a digital version, of course, which is on BANDCAMP and on all other like streaming platforms, of course. And the label itself distributes their like digital releases on BANDCAMP exclusively. So the like physical version might be a little trickier to get. So this is the album XOTOX, Ich bin da, ich funktioniere. Beautiful album. I will like pull the artwork out so you can see this like clearly. And on the back there's a 17 track list, with the number 17 being my rework Ich funktioniere, the Polar Vortex mix by baze.djunkiii. The CD in itself looks like this. I'm gonna pull that out here. It's like, yeah, 17 tracks, so it will be over an hour, I guess, as usual with XOTOX. And we got a little booklet coming with it as well, I guess. So I'm going to pull that out. Yeah, and as I said, the remix or the CD is like available on in all big vendors, I guess, in Germany, like Saturn, MediaMarkt, and all those, like Warm World of Music. The distribution is handled by Soul Food, which distribute via Good to Go in Germany. So you can order this if you're a small record shop. Here is the artwork again. We got the back here. And if we're gonna unfold it, we have like more artwork. But the label decided to distribute their stuff on BANDCAMP only digitally, for a reason I don't really get, because there is the most money in it if people order like from BANDCAMP directly. There's the artwork again, XOTOX, Ich bin da, ich funktioniere, and I'm gonna go a little bit closer here. Track 17 is a remix I've done, like a death ambient, dark ambient, non-linear version of one of the title tracks, Ich bin da, ich funktioniere. And the music, as far as I've heard so far on the rest of the album, is like XOTOX, as you know him, a little bit more modernistic, I guess, so far. So we have like rhythm industrial, EBM industrial, like techno influences as well, and like the trademark vocals that make XOTOX like very unique and like one of the most beloved and like long-standing acts in the German like EBM industrial hard techno industrial scene kind of, because he's on it for like 25 years now, and this album is like a climax and a celebration of this like 25 years journey. Yeah, that's the news today. Got a new release, a new remix release out on the CD. There is a few other vendors you can get this via JPC, I guess. In Denmark there is one that is like Brain something. I'm gonna link a link to the announcement post on my website nights.de down in the description box, because there I had to have a list of like vendors where you can like pre-order the CD actually. And if you are like someone who's just listening digitally or on YouTube, I'm gonna put a link up to my remix somewhere up there in the end card of this video, because I just found out this digital distribution company that handles the In-Fact Recordings music has been busy, and well, a track is already up on YouTube, so you can listen to it there if you're interested. So, and I would love, of course, if you would cop like a physical copy if you're in Germany or wherever you are, and if you are into like industrial things. The CD version will be limited. I don't know exactly what the number is, but I guess 300 or 500 or something like that. And yeah, XOTOX has been playing the Amphi Festival today at 12 at noon, I guess. So I don't know how this went. I haven't heard back from him right now, but I wanted to like have a little announcement video for that, because well, a new release is always interesting, and for me it's a first, like being signed to another label to do a remix work and have like the first time that your name is popping up on an official CD album and prominently featured as a closing track, which is also a thing that is special. And I also had in mind kind of when I did the remix, because well, if you do like beatless abstract music, it well fits after like an hour or 65 minutes of like heavy banging beats to have like one track that like isn't easy but calms you down a little in terms of like not having beats on there. So that's it. That's the news. New release out there. Another one to the list. And once again, thanks to Andreas Davids, aka XOTOX, for inviting me to do this remix. It has been a pleasure, and I'm going to be back with another one in a few days, I guess. Baze Junkiii out for now. See you in the next one.